Hello beautifuls, this is Aromie here and welcome back to Nameless, where we are apparently on Lance's route and I didn't realize that. So anyway, oh, did I read this yet? I don't know. I glimpsed and saw that he had written down the solutions and answers to every problem, the exact opposite from Yunho's textbook. Hearing everyone exclaim, Lance replied in his usual expressionless face.
이런 걸로 대단하다는 말을 들을 이유는 없습니다.
There's no reason to be complimented for this.
수학은 정해진 공식을 대입하면 바로 답이 나오는 간단한 학문이니까요.
This math is a simple study where all you have to do is apply the formula to get an answer. I must now know how superior he is, and said indifferently. There will be students who feel despair after hearing that. I'm worried. Especially the boy with yellow hair who is trembling right beside me. Lance stood up from his seat, and he blew his final punch.
그러니까 이 쉬운 걸 못 푼다면
So if you can't solve this easy thing,
머리가 나쁜 게 맞겠죠.
it must mean you're stupid. Lance left the classroom, leaving those final words. Everyone turned ghostly pale after hearing what he said. Guys, you all know Lance didn't mean that, right? Such a joker. Oh my god. I was the only one freaking out in cold sweat in this frozen atmosphere. This is all Lance's fault. He should at least give us a warning before dropping a bomb. Who warns anyone when they're gonna drop like a savage comment? No one, ever. Everyone stayed silent for a while. I was about to have the illusion that I'm seeing penguins in this icy atmosphere when...
완전 쿨하다.
My god, so cool. What?
와, 아까 그 벌레 보는 듯한 표정 봤어? 역시 아이스 프린스라는 별명이 아깝지가 않아.
Wow. Did you see how he looked at us as if we're insects? No wonder he's called the Ice Prince. What?
맞아. 나도 한 번만 그 눈빛으로 째려봐줬으면 좋겠다.
I know, right? I wish he'd stare at me like that once. I think everyone's got mad at Lance's attack. If not, there is no reason that they'd be infatuated with Lance looking at them that way. I'm wrong in thinking that everyone's getting better at distorting reality, right?
그렇군요.
I see. I heard Yunho's teary voice by my side. Ugh.
역시 제 머리가 나쁜 거였어요.
I knew it. I'm just stupid. It was Yunho and not the girls who was devastated by Lance's punch. I forgot that Yunho is still innocent, unlike them. How do I take care of this?
그건 아니라고 생각해.
I don't think that's true. Shinbi suddenly appeared out of nowhere.
고대로부터 전해지는 명언이 있어.
There is a great ancient saying.
고대 명언?
Ancient saying?
그래.
Yeah. What does she mean saying? What is it?
행복은 성적순이 아니잖아요.
Happiness is not measured by grades. Thought for a while on whether that was a great saying. A couple girls blushed and agreed with Shinbi.
야, 진짜 좋은 말이다. 누군지 몰라도 말 한 번 잘 남겼네.
Hey, that's such a good saying. I don't know who said it, but nicely put. Yunho's teary eyes slowly cleared up.
행복은 성적순이 아니다.
Happiness is not measured by grades.
수학을 잘한다고 해서 행복하란 법은 없어. 행복은 다른 걸로도 얼마든지 느낄 수 있지.
There's no guarantee that you'll be happy by being good at math. You can be happy with a lot of other things.
수학은 나한테도 미지의 세계야. 아니, 블랙홀에 가까운가?
Math is still unexplored territory for me too. No, is it more like a black hole?
맞아. 신비는 진짜로 수학 못해.
Right. Shinbi is really bad at math. I barely stopped myself from telling Soy that she didn't need to add the last part. Anyways, Yunho, there must be some other subject that you're good at. And you can always study for math.
그래, 연호야. 우리가 수학 공부 도와줄게.
Yeah, Yunho will help you study.
난 수학은 자신 없지만 영어라면 가르쳐 줄 수 있어.
I'm not confident about math, but I can help you with English.
저도 공부하면 잘할 수 있을까요?
Will I be okay after studying? Of course, why not? To be honest, considering my own experiences, there are some things you just can't do after studying. But I had to make a white lie so that Yunho can cheer up.
그럼 저 공부할게요. 도와주실 거죠?
Then I'll try my best and study. You'll help me, right? Yunho quickly cheered up and looked at everyone with sparkling eyes.
내가 가르칠 거야, 내가 제일 먼저 손들었다고. 연우야, 나 믿지? 이 누나를 믿어.
I'll teach you. I will. I raised my hand first. Because, that's how you call dibs, apparently. Yunho, you trust me, right? Trust me.
무슨 소리? 이 형님을 믿어라, 연호야.
What are you talking about? Trust me, Yunho. Wait. An enormous barricade formed around Yunho, just like before. Naturally, I was pushed to the back by that huge wave. I worried to myself on how I'd be able to help him with his studies. But seeing the situation, I don't really think I need to step up and help him. I can only pray that there is someone over there who will only help him with his studies. I felt like I'd soon get pushed around if I stay around those aggressive kids any longer, so I backed away a bit. I felt like there was more distance between us other than the wall in front of my eyes. He always used to be on my side, but I can't hog him to myself. I should respect his privacy. Yunho used to always be by my side. He was so cute and adorable, the way he followed me like he was a chick following a hen. But it's true that on one side that worried me a bit. But now so many people at school like him and Yunho gets along really well with them. So it's better for Yunho for me to be pushed away sometimes, like now. I went towards Yunho, who was still looking at me from afar. Oh, at least he's still looking at you from afar. He still knows. I feel a bit down for some reason. Maybe I should just go out and get some fresh air. I turned away from Yunho. Was still surrounded by everyone and left the classroom. Oh, okay, now this chapter is done. Oh, Ice Prince. Ice Princess. Now I actually know we're heading to Lance's route. Thank you, game. I headed towards the cafeteria for lunch as usual. Crowded as always. I waited in line for a long time to buy fresh juice and a chicken salad. Ooh, that sounds good. Ever since adults became human, I started to spend less on doll items. So naturally, I was able to stop eating ramen and all those junk food. As I entered the cafeteria, I saw Soy waving exaggeratedly at me from afar. I hurried towards her, afraid she won't stop waving until I sit next to her. Huh? I was walking towards Soy when I saw a familiar silver head in the corner. Lance. He was eating by himself again. In his hand was a small sandwich and a juice pack from the cafeteria store, but no one approached him as if he was surrounded by an invisible wall. Regardless, he just ate his sandwich like an expressionless robot. It is the only calm scene in this whole cafeteria. On the contrary, Yunho at my 5 o'clock was eating, surrounded by his friends. The two seemed to be equally popular, but people always gather around Yunho. What should I do? Should I ignore Lance? Or approach Lance? Well, of course we're gonna approach him. Why are we gonna ignore him for, huh? I moved towards Soy, who was fiercely waving her hands at me, and I walked towards Lance. Huh? I was walking to Lance when I suddenly felt furious glances thrown at me. As this creepy feeling appeared around. I finally realized that Lance wasn't really alone. There was a girl hesitating behind him, unable to actually approach him. And from afar, I noticed two girls at my 3 o'clock and 8 o'clock coming here step by step. The air was tense from all the girls waiting for the right time to approach him. It was like an African grassland. To be more exact, a pack of lions hiding out in front of a delicious prey. I can't do this. If I go on like this, those lions will tear me to death. I was about to head back when someone shoved me from behind. Okay, great.
미안해.
Oh, sorry. Thankfully, I wasn't shoved too hard. I just lost my balance a bit, so I was able to tell him I was fine. But Lance suddenly stood up from his seat and I lost my words. Suddenly, all the lions stared at me and so did Lance.
미안. 앞을 안 보고 걷다가 그만.
Sorry, I wasn't watching where I was going. Hey, at least he's being honest. That he was not paying attention. Oh no, it's my fault. I was totally spacing out. The boy said he was sorry and walked away. Lance glanced at the boy.
괜찮습니까?
Are you alright? Oh, cute. As Lance talked to me, I thought I could almost feel the furious glances rampaging towards me. I hurriedly nodded to shake the feeling off.
사람이 많은 곳에서 멍하니 있으니 그렇게 되는 겁니다.
This is what happens when you space out where there's a lot of people. Lance, calm down. Calm down, Lance, alright? I didn't see him. Currently, I didn't see him. Lance sighed and scolded me. I looked at him in rebellion for scolding me when we're not even at home. But Lance suddenly changed the subject.
그건 점심 식사입니까?
Is that your lunch? Lance looked at my salad and asked. Yeah. All the girls stirred at seeing Lance talk to me first and continue the conversation. I mean, I can understand since Lance almost never starts a conversation. The more we talked, the more I felt the envy and jealousy coming at me. Meanwhile, Lance silently looked towards his seat. No one sits around Lance, and he looks at me again. What?
저
Lance hesitates and closes his mouth again. It looks like he has something to say.
아닙니다.
Never mind. What? Never mind what? Lance stood still and didn't think to sit back in his seat. It was as if he was silently screaming for attention. I was silent at the immense awkwardness, but suddenly I realized the whole cafeteria went quiet. Even the girls who were giggling with Yoonho stared at me and Lance standing awkwardly together. You want to sit down, Lance? Is that what you want to ask? I feel smothered by Lance's gaze in the awkward air. Oh, he's just looking at me? Awkward. I was about to be suffocated and sink into the ground.
거기 엄청나게 큰 바퀴벌레다!
Oh, thanks, Soy. You're the best. There, huge cockroach.
어디?
Where? Soy's sudden scream brought an instant uproar in the cafeteria.
싫어! 난 벌레가 제일 싫어!
Hey, Bugs.
빨리 이쪽으로 피시나!
Come over here. Huh? Soy urgently whispered. This Soy's painstaking effort to save me from that awkward situation? Without hesitation, I escaped and ran towards Soy. I almost died drowning in that awkwardness.
바퀴벌레 어디 있어?
Huh? Where's the cockroach?
미안, 잘못 봤어.
Bien. Oops. Sorry. I saw it wrong.
뭐야, 깜짝 놀랐잖아.
God, I was so surprised. The situation calmed down and I gathered myself beside Soy. After I calmed down, I felt my stomach growl. I was so tense I forgot I was hungry. Thanks, Soy.
저거 봐.
Look over there. What? So I pointed towards the back. I turned around and found Lance quietly eating a sandwich in his seat again, and a girl was marching towards him. Unlike me, she fought through all the stairs and confidently sat next to him. Her uniform told me she was an upperclassman. Her curls were impressive.
안녕, 랜스.
A fancy girl? Her name is Fancy Girl? What? Hey, Lance. Everyone just stared as she confidently said hi to him. But Lance didn't respond and just ate his sandwich.
부끄러워하긴. 소문에 의하면 넌 절대 남하고 같이 식사하지 않는다며? 그런데 사실은 외로움을 많이 타는 성격 아니야?
Hold up.
그러니까
Wait a minute.
이렇게 옆에 앉아있게 해준다는 건 역시
Fancy Girl, you're about to get lit up by Lance. I hope. So, Shy, I heard you never eat with others, but aren't you really the type that gets lonely often? So letting me sit next to you is probably...
아니면 나에게만 특별히 허락해준 거야? 지금 말 안 해도 괜찮아. 사람이 많아서 부끄러운 건 이해해. 그런 건 둘만 있을 때 얘기하자. 넌 나처럼 당당한 여자를 좋아하는 것 같은데 나 어때?
This girl talks real slow and asks too many questions. Or is it just for me? Oh, you don't have to answer. I understand you're shy since there's a lot of people here. Let's talk when we're just by ourselves. You seem to like confident girls like me. What do you think about me? Why do you assume? She frowned on ignoring the fact that Lance never even looked at her. Besides, she was like some narcissistic character from a cheesy soap opera. Is she joking?
아까 너한테 들이대던 그 짧은 머리 여자는 좀 아니더라. 너도 보는 눈이 있으니까 나처럼 느꼈을 거야.
What?
말 안 해도 다 알아.
This girl. Does she want to 1v1 me? That short-haired girl who hit on you earlier was pretty lame. You have an eye, so you must have felt the same. I understand. I was spacing out when I suddenly came back to my senses. That short-haired girl must be me. I was feeling a bit shocked that she mentioned me when Lance stopped eating and stood up.
랜스?
Lance?
먹을 때 누가 옆에 있는 건 질색입니다. 그게 시끄러운 사람이라면 더욱더 사양이고요.
Lit. he has... Lance is such a savage. I hate someone sitting next to me when I eat, especially if that someone's chatty. Lance took his half-eaten sandwich and walked towards the front door. He threw away the leftover sandwich in the trash can and walked out of the cafeteria. Man, he didn't even eat. Oh my. The senior looked shocked and just stared as Lance walked away from her seat. The cafeteria instantly turned silent. But to be honest, she wasn't that chatty. Was that worth getting that mad about? She was chatty. What the hell, character?
Oh.
Lance stopped on his way out and looked at me. Like before, he seemed to have something to say to me, but his attitude bothered me. It would be nice for him to treat people better so he could get along. What should I do? Go back to class or follow Lance? Why would I go back to class? Follow Lance. I'm worried. I carefully come out of the cafeteria using the back door, and I carefully follow Lance. He's definitely heading towards the roof. I follow Lance to the rooftop and open the door after carefully peering around. I opened the door and found Lance standing in front of the railing. Lance! Hearing my voice, Lance turned around.
당신이 여기엔 어떻게?
What are you doing here? He had on an inscrutable look. Wait! I barely caught my breath and looked up at him. I couldn't even look at him all day because of the other girls.
뛰어오셨군요.
I see you ran up here. We are just a running couple, aren't we? Yeah, I had something to say, so I followed you. Lance looked a bit surprised.
제가 당신을 곤란하게 한 일이라도 있습니까?
Did I bother you in any way? Oh no, you didn't. What?
말씀하시죠.
Go on. About that girl earlier. I think she was just being friendly. You were too brutal towards her. She was not being friendly. I would not say the shit.
그 선배라뇨?
That girl? Lance looked clueless. What? Did he forget already? At the cafeteria. I think you embarrassed her too. Too much. You don't have to be so quiet in the cafeteria, you know? It's not the library.
아, 제 옆에 앉았던 여학생 말이군요.
Oh, you mean the girl who sat next to me? Lance seems to finally remember.
당신이 신경 쓸 일은 아닙니다. 그저 그 사람이 제 옆에 있는 게 불쾌했고 전 그것을 표현했을 뿐입니다.
There's nothing you should care about. I just did not like that person by my side, and I only expressed my feelings. He was too self-assured. I felt like I instead had to compliment him for being honest, saying the way he was so unashamed of what he did.
그리고 그 사람도 무리했습니다. 당신을 그런 식으로 지칭하는 것은 마음에 들지 않았습니다.
And that person was rude. I did not like her talking about you like that. Aww? What? Lance abruptly stopped talking.
뭐 당신이 신경 쓸 바는 아니지만요.
Well, it is none of your business.
물론 제가 신경 쓸 바도 아니지만 말입니다.
He's so stinking cute. Of course, it isn't any of my business either. I didn't feel like reading all that. So. He was still expressionless, but he seemed sulky. Seeing his face, I felt butterflies in my stomach for some reason. Oops. I felt like I want to be able to say what I wanted to, like this, so I shook my head. I had to say what I want. But, Lance, what I wanted to say is, you still had to be polite to other people, you know, manners. Lance is cold, and in that coldness, I can't find any kindness towards other people. I first thought it's because he's a doll, but not all dolls were like that. I can't really explain, but unlike the other boys, I think Lance is missing some sort of peace in his mind. I think the sense of distance he has towards others, like what I saw earlier, is a result of that. Every time I see that, I get worried.
서로에게 지켜야 할 예의라는 게 뭡니까?
What is that politeness you talk about? Lance asked with vacant eyes. Those eyes were without malice and were genuinely asking me what it was. You must really not know. I'm saying you didn't have to be so harsh earlier in the cafeteria. You especially had to be a bit nicer to girls.
성차별적인 발언이라고 생각합니다만
I think that is quite sexist. It's because girls are more sensitive. Probably.
섬세하다고요?
Sensitive? Yes, we get hurt for tiny things, for example. Girls feel hurt when you don't say thanks when they hand you bread, or coldly refuse when they ask for help about solving a math problem. And when you ignore their text.
문자 답장이라고 했습니까?
Yeah, when you ignore my damn text. Rude. Did you just say text? I must have overworked myself while listing everything. Lance cut me and asked, and he stared at me with a strange expression. Yeah, if you don't reply, it makes them think you don't care about them and they feel sad. Oh, don't take it the wrong way. It doesn't mean that I care about those things. Obviously. I'm an independent black woman over here. No. I added, remembering I texted Lance this morning. Won't care about that. Would he? I mean, what I'm trying to say is, okay, I should just directly tell him about the things that worry me. What I'm worried about is actually, you seem to build a wall around yourself. Then you might really become a loner one day. Tae, Yunho, Red, Yuri, and I might become the only people you have. I remember the moment Grandpa passed away. I still remember what made me buy the dolls. I can clearly recall the things I felt when I became alone in the empty house. Then I hid myself behind the dolls I bought and built an invisible wall so others can't enter. Then it's okay to take it slow, to try to be a bit nice to others, just a bit. I unknowingly ended up pleading. I know how hard it is to be alone, so I didn't want that for Lance, especially since Lance was the one who was by my side who was by me when I felt lonely.
전 이대로라도 상관없습니다.
I'm okay with how things are. Lance said in his emotionless, old voice.
하지만 그것이 당신의 바람이라면 생각해 보겠습니다.
But if that is what you wish, I would consider it. I lost words at what he added last. I was surprised he didn't say it's none of my business.
하지만 아까 그 사람의 발언은
But what that person said earlier. Lance tried to continue but stopped.
아닙니다. 당신이 언급한 최소한의 매너라는 것을 지켜보도록 하죠.
Never mind. I will try to show whatever that manner you call is.
그리고
And yes, I was thinking Lance talked more than usual when he hesitated.
제 옆에서 식사를 하셔도 됩니다. 불편하지 않으시다면 말입니다.
I'm so cute. So cute. I can't. You can eat next to me. If you're comfortable with that. That's all he wanted to ask us in the cafeteria, but he didn't have the guts to. Oh.
아까 망설이시는 것 같아서요.
Excuse me? You were hesitating, sir. You seemed to hesitate earlier. The bell rang to announce lunch was over. Thump, thump, thump. My heart pounded louder than a bell. What was that? It wasn't anything fancy.
나가는 문은 이쪽입니다. 열어드리겠습니다.
You go out this way. I'll open the door. Why is my heart pounding? There's the heart pounding. I was like, why am I reading this out loud? Lance opened the door and looked at me. His eyes sparkled beautifully. The silver hair caught in the wind enraptured my eyes. During fifth period, I couldn't focus at all because of what Lance had said.
저기,
Hey! Yeah?
스마트폰 다시 줘볼래? 앱 설치해줄게.
Can you give me your smartphone again? I'll download some apps for you. What? Oh, okay. I took out my smartphone from my bag and handed it to Soy.
스마트폰을 가졌으니 너도 스마트한 여자가 되어야지. 안 그래?
Since you have a smartphone, you have to become a smart woman, no? Only the device is smart. The owner is still old school. I tried using it, but it's so hard.
내가 다 알려줄게. 자, 일단 내 전화번호를...
I'll teach you everything. Here, I'll give you my number. I already have it.
정말?
Really? Of course, I already have Shimdi's too. I know how to do that, you know. Besides, I didn't even have a lot of numbers in my own phone. My parents were overseas, my favorite Chinese place, and Soy and Shimbi were all the numbers I had.
좋아. 그럼 이제부터는 너의 절친 소희님께서 스마트한 여자가 되기 위한 기본적인 앱을 설치해주도록 하지. 트윈터라고 아무 말이나 써놓고 친구들이랑 공유할 수 있는 재미있는 앱이 있어.
Twinter. Alright then, right now I, your dearest friend, will download all the necessary apps for you to become a smart woman. There's a fun little app called Twinter that lets you share whatever you want to say with your friends. Really, I don't know what that is, but please go ahead. I couldn't be bothered to do anything until now, but I felt curious now, seeing Soy to be so excited. Well, since I own a smartphone now, I should at least try everything Soy recommends.
기다려봐. 이 소희님께서 필요한 건 다 설치해주지.
Wait, I will download everything for you myself. Soy's hand got busy. Wow, so fast. My mouth dropped down at seeing her hands move around so fast.
휴대폰 새로 샀어?
What? You got a new phone?
이건 최신형 유니버스 G잖아. 어때? 좋아?
Isn't that the new Omnibus G? What is it like? Other girls saw my smartphone and swarmed over here. They seemed to be interested since it was a new model. I don't really know yet. I just got it.
나도 처음에 스마트폰 샀을 때 뭐가 뭔지 하나도 모르겠더라고. 하지만 익숙해지면 정말 신세계가 펼쳐져. 저 조그만 휴대폰에 우주가 있는 것 같다니까.
When I first got a smartphone, I had no idea how to use it. But when you get used to it, it's seriously a totally different world. It's like the whole universe is in that tiny phone.
아, 내가 인터넷에서 봤는데 이 기종에는 진짜 신통한 기능. 어머, 이것 봐.
Wait, I saw on the internet this model has a really cool function. Oh my god. What? One girl looked behind me and was surprised. I turned around to see what was behind me.
란스 스마트폰도 같은 기종이네.
Lance uses the same model. One girl shouted out loud as if she just discovered something. Next to Lance's textbook was the phone I have. Everyone was talking about Lance's phone, but Lance didn't care at all.
하긴 요새 이 기종이 판매 1위라고 하더라.
I mean, this model is the most popular one nowadays. It's a secret that Yuri just bought the same phone for everyone.
자, 다 설치했어.
Here, I downloaded everything. You're really fast, thanks.
자, 설치한 기념으로 나랑 같이 문자하자. 할 말이 있거든.
Now, since I got you everything, let's text. I have something to say. We're right in front of each other. So I took out her phone and touched the screen. Again, she was so fast I could barely see her fingers. Will my fingers get that fast when I get used to it? Soon Soy's text arrived. This is Soy Intelligence Agency. Respond. Over. Intelligence Agency. I'll report the situation Ice Arrow. Successfully terminated. Over. Situation Ice Arrow. Well, what's that? I really like that typo. That fuss in the cafeteria earlier. You went out in the middle. I thought you would want to know what happened. Why? Don't want to tell me? Don't want me to tell you? What? It wasn't that I didn't want it. My expression must have gone strange. It was because I felt as if Soy was oddly ignoring me from a while ago. She misunderstood my silence and continued to text. Should have seen what happened after you left. Come to think of it, that girl seemed really shocked. What happened? Did she cry? Of course, and a lot, like sobbing a lot. Of course she cried. She cried saying that Lance looked at her and talked when he usually doesn't give a damn. She was so happy she sobbed. Thanks to Ice Prince, I didn't spend a single dime today. Heart.
어때? 문자 잘 가?
How was it? You got the text? Yeah, every single one of it. The phone wasn't hard to use, but those texts gave me a headache.
야, 모처럼 스마트폰으로 바꿨으니 이제 자주 대화하자. 알았지?
Hey, now that you have a smartphone, let's talk very often. Okay? Okay.
수업 시작하겠다. 오늘의 마지막 수업이다. 전우여, 오늘도 무사히 버티길 바라네. 파이팅!
Class is about to start. Sorry, I was about to say it's about to be over. Woo! The last class of the day. Comrade, hope you survive. Fight on. You too. It seems the girls didn't feel hurt after all. Is she an iron lady with a steel heart? Or just a secret pervert? Thinking about the cafeteria naturally reminded me of what happened at the rooftop. What was that? Why did my heart pound at seeing Lance? I was about to wonder when the teacher entered to start class. I should push this thought back for now. I'm definitely not invading it. Definitely not. Then my smartphone quietly rang. I expected it to be Soy and turned the screen on. While the teacher was opening his book, I checked it carefully. Oh, quickly. On its text I sent in the morning was a small text bubble. Thank you. Oh my god! Aww. Aww. Why do I have to do that? Oh! I could read the text messages. It's legit, like typing that. I bet you skipped lunch, right? Text me if you're hungry. Oh, Tay. Darling, I'm a better man than that Ice Prince. It was... I like that. I like the little texting thing. That's pretty cool. It was from Lance. Is he still thinking about what I said earlier? I turned around and found Lance staring out the window without any expression. My face, on the other hand, heated up a bit. That's stinking cute. Department store. What's going on?
걱정 마. 곧 부모님이 데리러 오실 거야.
Don't worry, your parents will come and get you soon. What? Whose memory are we looking in? Well, it doesn't matter because we're gonna stop here for today. So, thank you guys for watching. Stay beautiful, and I'll catch you guys in the next one.